All right, so let's talk Summer Walker and Little Meech. But before we do jump into it, welcome to Chat with KST. Thank you for joining me, Kay, with another podcast. But before we do jump into it, I want to advise our YouTube family that this is indeed a podcast. And being that it is a podcast, you won't be able to see much of any visuals on the screen. I'm so sorry. But nonetheless, stick around for the podcast because it's going to be lit anyway. Now let's jump into it. Little Meech and Summer Walker, they are officially a couple. They have made it known to us and they've been seen posting each other on their Insta stories. So on Instagram, Little Meech would post them both together, Summer Walker and him together. They're laughing, they're doing cutesy faces, they're doing a lot. And I feel like if that's what Little Meech want to do, then go ahead and do it. And it does seem as if her ex Larry is a little bit upset because he is throwing subliminal messages, but we won't focus on him. There is also a young lady on Little Meech's side, Miss Selena, who wants to bring up old stuff about what happened over a year ago. But we're not going to talk about her. It's just the battle of the exes and the exes of Little Meech and Summer Walker being upset. So we're not going to focus on them. We're going to focus on the bigger picture, which is the relationship of Summer Walker and Little Meech. Now, I have questions for these two. I want to know, how long have they been dating? Because Larry and Summer Walker recently broke up. So it's like, how long have you guys dated before you're now publicly announcing to us that you are a couple? I feel like Summer Walker needs to realize that she is a public figure and she needs to watch that image that she has of herself. Does she want to be known as the girl that jumps from man to man to man to man to man to man to man? Or does she want to establish who she is within a relationship first and not just share the first moments of dating someone wherein it's all happy and all good without, when you don't actually get to know that person? Because I feel like she got Larry's name tatted on her face without getting to know him, essentially, because she ended up leaving, right? You don't want to make certain decisions, permanent decisions in a relationship, and then later on regret it, or later on be like, oh damn, I made a wrong move. And that's what she has done in practically all her relationships, right? She was with London on the Track, then she was with Larry, she got Larry's name tattooed on her face, now she's with Big Meech. Don't make permanent decisions in the early stages of a relationship if you're not going to stand on those decisions that you have made. Now Little Meech, I'm not too familiar with him. He has this hardcore exterior that kind of rubs me the wrong way. But with that being said, I don't watch BMF, so I'm not familiar with him or his acting. I just hear like certain negative things about him, about his acting and about who he is in terms of like his body and stuff like that. But outside of that, I haven't really heard much else about Little Meech. I just feel like if she thinks he's a great guy, then go for it. But just don't make it publicly, because if she makes it public, if she don't make it public, because if she makes it public, then what's going to happen is she's going to have a Young Miami Diddy situation where you don't know what it is and you're trying to explain it to the fans, and you can't explain to the fans what you don't know. So it's like, why put on or include so many different people within a relationship that you're having such a good time in? Have a good time in your relationship and everyone else doesn't have to know. What if you guys decide to break up a month from now? Now you're going to be known as the person who went from London on the Track to Larry to Little Meech, where you could have just been known as the person who went from London on the Track to Larry and just moved on. Right? You see what I mean? Where I'm going with it. But anyway, if you're watching this on YouTube, I want to hear your thoughts and comments. Do you feel like Summer Walker should be public with Little Meech right now, or do you think that she should focus on her children and focus on being the best mom that she can be while definitely maintaining her relationship with Little Meech privately like I do? Or do you think, hey, it's a free world, do whatever you want to do? If she wants to date him, be public with it, and that's that. Share your thoughts and comments down below, and if you listen to this through Apple Podcasts or Spotify, we'll talk next time. Laters.